In April 2023, SunnyV2 released a video titled "Why Chris Will Soon Be a Nightmare for Mr. Beast." The video received a lot of criticism, forcing Sunny to change the title to "How Will the Chris Tyson Situation Impact Mr. Beast?" However, I think he deserves some apologies now that the truth is out.
And I want my damn respect too.
It's crazy that all of SunnyV2's predictions have been correct. How could he have known before we did? If you follow Sunny, you know he never makes stuff up. He's known for doing tons of research to get to the truth. So when he makes a video about someone, their career is pretty much done. Let's check out how SunnyV2 predicted the downfall of Chris Tyson and Mr. Beast. You probably know by now that Chris was Jimmy's old friend and one of the first original members of the Mr. Beast team. He was actually the first person to subscribe to Jimmy's channel. It's almost ironic that the guy who helped build the Mr. Beast brand is now seen as the reason for its downfall. But let's recap what's happened so far. Back in 2022, fans noticed Chris looking different. He started dressing differently, painting his nails and acting more like a woman. It didn't take long for fans to start trashing him. Things really blew up when he decided to divorce his wife and people went nuts. Despite all this, Jimmy and the rest of the team stood by Chris. He took a short break from social media, and when he came back, no one could believe how much he had changed. He continued his transformation and changed his name to Ava. Some people supported him, but others hesitated to accept his transition. Some even thought Mr. Beast was forced to support Ava to avoid getting cancelled on social media. The whole thing put Jimmy in a tough spot because no matter what he did, he'd lose support from half his audience. There was no way he could win in this situation. However, the controversy would not have gotten out of hand had it not been discovered that Chris is actually a pedophile. We'll talk more about that in a second. While everyone was trying to figure out Chris's transition to Ava, SunnyV2 dropped his super controversial video, "How Will the Chris Tyson Situation Impact Mr. Beast?" In it, he predicted that Ava's transition would cause big problems for Jimmy. SunnyV2 argued that Jimmy was stuck. He couldn't openly support or oppose Ava's transition without facing backlash. His audience would slam him no matter what, leaving him pretty much screwed. However, people also came after SunnyV2, accusing him of being transphobic. So, he had to change the title of his video. Despite this, he stuck to his guns and risked getting cancelled. Jimmy finally stepped in to defend Chris, saying he was upset by the transphobic comments against his best friend. Unfortunately, things took a turn for the worse when some disturbing messages were leaked.
So Mr. Beast's tranny friend, he's been caught talking to kids, trying to fuck children. Surprise, surprise. Didn't see that one coming.
The leaked screenshots, tweets and messages showed what kind of person Chris Tyson, aka Ava, really was. He admitted having a thing for lolis and revealed being attracted to a 4-year-old girl. There are other disturbing messages that I probably couldn't include in this video without being censored by YouTube. But here's a screenshot so you can see it for yourself and know I didn't make it up. It was also discovered that Chris had a Discord channel, mostly made up of minors, where he shared pornography and gore. Amid all the controversy, the owner of Drama Alert revealed that Chris Tyson asked cartoonist C.P. Shadman to draw his 8-year-old daughter sexually. However, he was so stupid that he forgot to hide his Reddit username, TysonBoy34. Here's the proof that this is Chris Tyson. Why am I not surprised that the guy who ran a Discord channel full of minors turned out to be a pedophile? The worst doesn't end there, as some of Mr. Beast's former employees revealed that Jimmy was fully aware of the situation but couldn't do anything for fear that Chris would decide to take legal action. But eventually, he couldn't keep defending him. There's so much shit against Tyson that I'm surprised he's not in prison now. It only took me 5 seconds to find another conversation between him and a 14-year-old minor. The controversy escalated, so he was forced to apologize for everything he had done. Although he did not confirm that all the accusations were true, he did not deny them either. I've always found it funny how celebrities must be exposed to a public apology. Why should I believe someone who lied to us for years? It is clear that Tyson feels no remorse whatsoever and is simply trying to evade any legal responsibility. I made a video about the real reason he made his transition. He knew that he would end up getting caught sooner or later. However, he also knew that no one would confront him as long as he identified as a woman, because anyone who did would be labeled as transphobic. I think it's very important to understand the difference between being transphobic and hating pedophiles. I don't care what Tyson does with his life as long as he doesn't send nudes to minors or thinking about 4-year-old girls. Sadly, we're talking about someone who was admitted to having sexual fantasies about minors. Even members of the gay community tried to warn us about all this drama. Everyone saw this coming except Jimmy. I'm pretty disappointed in Mr. Beast for letting all this stuff slide. If my friend was a pedophile, you can bet your ass I'd smash his face in and take him straight to the cops. However, Jimmy didn't seem to care too much that Tyson was committing a crime as long as no one would catch him. Yet, he was forced to speak out when the social pressure became too great. He tweeted that he would kick Ava Tyson off his channel and leave the matter to independent investigators. However, there are some contradictions between his tweet and Ava's tweet. Here, he says he decided to remove Ava Chris Tyson from his company. But in this tweet, Tyson mentions that they both made the decision mutually. Someone is lying. The worst thing about all of this is that Chris has a son. I hope he doesn't lay a finger on him, or he will have to face something worse than cancellation. Maybe I'm paranoid, but I'm really worried about his family. Of course, most ex-users don't seem to care about this. They are more concerned about using the correct pronoun to refer to him. How did our society get so stupid? If people had focused on SunnyV2's message instead of the title of his video, we could have prevented a lot of suffering for the children this pervert was secretly molesting. But I guess I'm pretending too much of the average internet user. In fact, many of Tyson's fans continued to defend him to the end, but even they must have realized that it's all over. If there's one thing this drama has taught me, it's that it's better not to idolize celebrities. They're just regular people, not gods, so they shouldn't be put on a pedestal, no matter how famous or rich they are. If more people thought like this, there'd be a lot fewer letdowns. 2024 has been an absolutely crazy year, with so many pedophiles coming to light. I really hope this is the end, but all the evidence seems to indicate that we are at the beginning of something bigger. You see, Tyson wasn't acting alone. There are a lot more people involved in this than you might imagine. I've recorded another video showing the Discord messages from Chris Tyson and his friends, but here's a snippet of what I show in that video. Who are all these people, and why haven't they faced any consequences? We need to investigate this matter to the end to ensure there are no more Chris Tysons in the world. If we can pressure Chris to name them, we might get closer to uncovering a network of potential pedophiles. I'm surprised that most content creators have not given enough thought to this issue. The only difference between Chris Tyson and his friends is that he is famous and they are not. At least, that's what we think. What proof do we not have that no more Mr. Beast team members are involved in this Discord channel? I think it's worth looking into. It seems Chris will now stay off the radar until the storm passes, but I'm sure it won't be the last we'll hear of him. When everyone forgets about this scandal, he'll make some other appearance on another big channel or start his own podcast like many other repentant pedophiles. I'm just glad SunnyV2 is finally getting the recognition he deserves. I really hope everyone who criticized and insulted him baselessly will stop by his channel to apologize. Comment below if you think SunnyV2 didn't deserve all the hate he got, and don't forget to click on the screen to watch the next video now.